Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of the Cat Lady. Except now we are the cat. Oh, so that's how it is. So you gotta, like, run into the thing to nudge the cage. Ow. Now we're fine. My god, this place. But there's Susan, I believe. Oh, jeez. There's a hole. Guess we're doing that. Jump in. I do like how we just kind of trot, but I think we better move. Also, cool little perspective thing there.
Hey there, gorgeous. I see my old lady brought the bleach again. What a shame. I really liked your eyes. It could have been a start of something very exciting for us, if you know what I mean. She does that every single time. What do they call it? Trust issues, that's it. Well, never mind. Plenty more fish in the sea. I'm not too fussy, but even I have some standards. Ain't gonna touch a bird like you, I gotta be honest, girl. You look like shit. But I wouldn't want you to think I'm not a kind man. Plenty of time until dinner, and you're in pain, so I've brought something to end your suffering. Think of it as an option. I've got this gun here. It's one of my favourites. There's just one bullet in the chamber. Large caliber. You'd be long dead before you'd feel any pain. Sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, it's just an idea, you know, no pressure. Ah, of course. You can't see it. That bleach turns your eyes to nothing but jelly. So I'll just leave it for you here. Feel free to use it. That bullet's meant for you anyway. I'd better go now. We won't want to get caught red-handed again, would we? You naughty minx. What was that? You can't reach it? Well, what did you expect? Life's a real fucker sometimes.
My god, this game's messed up. And back to, like, lighthearted music with the cat. God damn. Oh. Oh, cool. I swallow the key because I can't really pick it up with opposable thumbs. I do like how the music cut right off, though. Like, nope. He's here. Oh, I can't go in the light? So what do I do then? Also, I can spit out the key? Yeah, I gotta find a way to go back into the vent. How do I make that work? Or do I wait for the light to fade like this? Yeah, that's just no good. Oh, that's what it is. While he's looking down. Tricky, tricky. God, this game is supremely uncomfortable. And remember, this chapter is called A Bullet for Susan. This is so bad.
What? Who's this? My eyes. I can't see a thing. That bitch. A key? Who are you? Say something. Anything. I should be able to unlock the handcuffs now.
Oh, I am playing. It's just jet black, of course. Gun?
The gun! That idiot left his gun! No! No, no, no! I dropped it! Where is it? Where the hell is it?
Floor.
I've got it.
Okay. Wow, dude. Of course, if I shoot myself and come back, I will come back with a vengeance.
I'm sorry, Mitzi. I have to break my promise.
What? You are dead. Like a game over screen? Was that supposed to happen? Death is nothing at all. You have only slipped away into the next room. I am I, and so you are you.
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
This is surreal.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink, then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promised I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're going to live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
By the way, you see the left side, WN Fall? That's a nod. The people that made this game made Downfall, an adventure game, so that's a cute little nod. So yeah, it's okay, I guess. Are you sure you could drink in your condition?
Are you sure you can drink in your condition?
It won't make me any worse, that's for sure. I'm not on any cancer medication. I feel good. The way I see it, I haven't got much time left, so I might as well make the most of it.
That makes sense, I suppose. We can have a drink if you like.
Great! I'll bring the wine. Oh, damn. It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses, too?
That is a very clever transition. Alright, well, I know where the corkscrew is. That was something that just seemingly had no purpose before. But now we have a bottle of wine. Haha. So interesting. The stress meter was really just for chapter 3, and I think it was just a plot mandatory thing anyway. Nothing fancy, an ordinary corkscrew. This game is very clever.
get that bottle open.
Yeah, but we'll need glasses too. See if you can find some.
You're killing me, Mitzi. This I'm a little less sure of. I would imagine it's in the kitchen. Oh, or they're here. I forgot about this. I haven't had a drink since Eric. I was actually just idly checking this on my way over. One for me, one for Mitzi. Yay. They're still pretty clean after all these years. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Also, she reminds me of myself when I was younger. I'm not sure if I could fully trust her, but so far she seems genuine. Maybe I'll give her a chance. Maybe I'll give her a chance.
We'll also need some wine glasses.
Okay.
I found some wine glasses.
All right, that's all we need. Oh, Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh, no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes open.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it? Oh, it's not raining anymore. How are you planning to find this guy? I'll segue.
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
I've never seen one, nor has anyone else. Well, the only monsters are us. Murderers, rapists, arsonists. Maybe you're right. I will believe in them when I see one. I mean, number 2 so far has been true, but who knows if they're... Like, I had the big weird giant eye talking to me, so I don't frickin' know.
Maybe you're right. I will believe in them when I see one.
With this fog approaching fast, you might be in luck, Miss Ashworth. I am so glad I'm not spending another night outside. I might be a big girl now, but there will always be a part of me that is frightened, I guess. Did you know they actually have a name for it? It's called homiclophobia, fear of fog.
Huh.
We are living in crazy times, Mitzi.
I guess I'm doing all 3 of these.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Haha.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
Last subject.
How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. 1 is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbors are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that ball guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi.
See, this interests me because wouldn't it take 2 seconds to just knock on all 6 doors? Are you the guy? No? Oh, okay. The fact that she wants to draw up a plan and find the guy for sure without checking first makes me think something bad happened.
You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack. He's dead.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
And I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
How did you meet? How did he take the news about your cancer? He made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist? How did he die? Let's start small.
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. Perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
I'll just go in order.
How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. He begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog?
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, but I like spiders. They're beautiful.
You must be out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly, there's a certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then.
Huh.
It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again. How did he die? How did Jack die?
It was so distant in the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly, but it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there, calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death.
What the hell?
He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn, 5 a.m. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But else there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
Oh, we're actually getting gameplay now, and we're her. So I suppose we're looking for this Eye of Adam person. I wonder if he's one of the parasites then. This forum piece of garbage. I'm sorry. I think now I understand. There were signs on the car windows. How strong is that gas? Very strong. It's a Silent Hill 3 puzzle, by the way, on hard mode. It got me thinking more of Silent Hill when she said our special place, but that's Silent Hill 2.
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So we posted this poster design for people to print.
That's so messed up.
Turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down. Now I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that fucker.
And he's just living in our building this whole time?
I'm so sorry. I think now I understand. He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say, don't feed the troll. Don't talk to them. It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number, though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
What are those two chemical products? One of them's gotta be the bleach, right? I forgot the other, though.
What are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Miss Ashworth. No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking with recovering. You've only just come back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas. It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me. I mean, how could I?
I mean, you know we're gonna come back to it. The parasites use bleach, and I'm sure they have something else around there, so we're gonna smoke them out. I promise I'll never do it again. No, what if I promised? I actually promise. Those who want to die will find a way to do it. Woof. No, I'll do the number 2 answer, please.
I've learnt my lesson. Dying is not for me.
I'd really like to believe you, Miss Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
All right. I can promise you that I will never try this method. Or any other method for that matter. Been there, done that. Didn't enjoy it much. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I think I do. Good. I'm glad you said that, you know. The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a blast.
We just get back up. It's freaking crazy. Cat grabber. It's what they use for catching cats. I thought these grabbers were banned some time ago. Strange noise is coming from the other side of the door. Sneak in, but there's strange noise. Oh. It's an empty bucket. That's where I'll put the chemicals. Look at gun locker. Collecting guns must be his little passion. If only I could reach one of them. Well, you know. But they're all right next to him. He'll wake up for sure. Look at the guy. Fast asleep. Maybe he's drunk or on drugs. Regardless of that, I have no chance in a fight with this guy. He's fast and strong and insane. But he's not the sharpest tool in the box. I'll have to use my wits to get rid of him. Room. This must be his private room. He sits here all day playing with his guns while ugly Betty upstairs cooks his food. What a charming couple. Window. There's a cold draft coming through the broken window. I wonder if it's really this easy this early. Nah, I can't get the gun. Okay. I guess we'll go upstairs to Ugly Betty or whatever we said. And now we're in a new area. God, this is so uncomfortable. Jeez. This moody lighting. They don't make them like this anymore. Yeah, okay. All I see is the fog. I can never find my way home. Sit? Really? It's old like everything in this house. There are cobwebs and dust all over it. No time for that. Gotta figure out how to get out of here. No kidding. That is a hard pass. I don't even know. That door creaking. God, this is uncomfortable. And I could keep going upstairs. Kitchen. Lamp is on. I can't see a switch. Remove the light bulb. Wouldn't I burn my hand? Yeah, too hot. Clock. Old grandfather clock looks like it's still working. Yeah, like if there's going to be a hidden passage inside. I'll leave it for someone else to discover. I'm in enough trouble already. Not sure if Silent Hill 2 reference. I'm just out? I can just do that? Search the back of the van. I'm almost glad I was unconscious when he brought me here. Through the window I could see there's animal mess and blood everywhere, but the back door is locked. I wonder if I could find a spare key somewhere. Well, opening the door, yeah. Driver's side window. Door's locked, but I could see you left the phone in the driver's seat. Maybe I could call for help if I get a hold of it somehow? I can't believe I could just leave the house. I mean, I have nowhere to go, but I could just walk out. Small window. Glass on one side of the window is broken, so this is where the draft is coming through. Inside, I can see my kidnapper fast asleep in the chair. I guess this is... There's gotta be something I do with that drafty window. Loose bricks. Part of the wall is badly damaged. He had probably driven his van into it once. Damaged as it is, I can't quite pull the bricks out with just my fingers. Even that's no good. I can keep going? Oh, that's a no. That is Stephen King's The Mist. I am not dealing with that. I can't, like, the idea I just go back in the house. That's like the scariest thing. God damn, this is creepy. Empty wine bottles. They like a drink. There's nothing like a bottle of red with your medium rare cat steak. Ugh. Cooker. This is where she cooks. Dirty pans still stink of an old cat stew. God damn, dude. Knives. They're all terribly blunt. Could hardly function as a weapon. Damn. I could still take one, though? It's the sharpest knife I could find there, but it's still terribly blunt. It wouldn't make a good weapon at all. Sink. Slimy. I don't think she washes up very often. Blood smeared all over it. Oh, here it comes. The door's stuck, but maybe that's better. I'm not sure I want to know what's inside. That'd be a Silent Hill 4 reference. Every time I change rooms, I'm just waiting for... those footsteps. I'm just waiting to get caught is what I was going to say. Examine. Filthy remains of many meals litter the dining table. There's a strong stench of rotten food. I don't need to hide at the moment, implying I will need to hide. Oh my god. Painting. A small painting of a street stall at night. I can actually take the painting. This is so uncomfortable.
Well, well. Boxes full of bleach. I suppose I deserve a bottle. I've worked hard for it. This reminds me of something.
The first thing you need is a strong toilet bleach. You know the kind. Not just a regular bleach, but one that makes your eyes all watery and skin itchy.
Well, I certainly have that.
What's going on? Something is wrong, Mitzi. The cats are alarming.
That's exactly like when I found you, Miss Ashworth.
We've got to check what's going on.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but there is no way I'm going out in this fog.
Fine. I'll go on my own then.
The pest controller didn't just take all the cats, did he? Interesting, so I have my options. I'm assuming I want to go all the way out, though. Because the cats wouldn't be down, like, one floor. But interesting, this implies I'll be exploring this whole complex later. Bob, a man with a van. It's a communal mailbox. It holds all tenants' mail in separately locked compartments. I think tenant should be one N, like T-E-N-A. No mail for me, surprise, surprise. All other compartments are locked. God damn. What does that say? Hell Road? A little on the nose, isn't it? And this is the pest guy's van, right? Oh, I thought there was like a scene, but no. I guess that's no good.
Bloody fog. Can't see a thing.
Oh boy.
Someone could be getting murdered 2 feet away, and not a soul would notice. But still, it could be worse. At least it's not raining, eh? Always look on the bright side, they say, and I always do. Not a talkative type, are you? What's your name, sweetheart?
None of your business. I mean, we know how this ends.
Don't be such a scaredy cat, sweetheart. You're Susan, aren't you? A kind man had described to me what you look like. And what can I say? It was spot on.
What do you want?
I'm just here on a job, sweetheart. Nothing more. I had a call, you see. There's a cat problem. And apparently, some crazy cat lady keeps making it worse for
So
everyone.
that asshole neighbor did summon him.
A crazy cat lady called Susan, I was told. Now, you ain't gonna like it, sweetheart, but I'm taking you for a ride.
Wow, so this never had to happen. Just my neighbor was mad and he was like, man, this annoying cat lady. So this guy actually did come here for a job. That is freaking ridiculous. And now we're in this nightmare Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. But for now, it's time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We have a very, very unpleasant situation where we are in the murderer's house, and there are 2 murderers about. One of them I have no idea where she is, and the other guy is asleep, but for how long? We have bleach, and we need some other ingredients to kill the hell out of these guys, and it seems like they have it coming just like Dr. X did. And just think, we had been going to check out on the cats while we were hanging out with Mitzi. We just vanished. She has no idea where we went. I hope we get out of this alright, and I hope she does too. Until next time, everyone.